Well, when you're young, you do all these things, and it's quite amazing what we did do. One guy, we used to go to a place called Black Rock, and this guy came along, and he didn't ask us; he just dived off, and we knew that there was a rock down there, but he just came in, and we were wondering what he was doing, and then he dived off the similar sort of rock and died. I mean, just ridiculous. Whenever I go to a place like a beach or something and I'm going to go in the sea, the first thing I do is go to the lifesaver and say, where are the tides, what's going on here, where are the currents, because when you've been swimming a lot, it's good to know these things. I hope he got back his BMX. That's the hope he did, but probably was deep enough not to get it back. All these things cost money, but I've got a really serious message here, and that's something that's being really hidden, and it's as if the media don't want to even acknowledge it, but a thing called T fuel cell. The T fuel cells, or the fuel cells, and I call them fuel savers there, are amazing fuel reduction products which use water, and the storage medium is water, which is converted on demand within the fuel cell by electro subatomic process, actually, because it's separating the atoms, the oxygen from the hydrogen atoms, and that becomes Brown's gas and goes into the engine. And it's very efficient, because just the other day we put two fuel cells onto a Mercedes-Benz engine, and the emissions coming out at the back were registered at 1.75. That's before the installation of the fuel cell. Straight after that, the emissions dropped to 0.8, and then a couple of days later they were down at 0.75 when they were tested again. Phenomenal saving, better than 60%. Now that means we're burning the fuel, so we're at 1.75. We were throwing all that extra fuel out the back and wasting it. But by putting on the fuel cell, we're burning all that fuel, putting all that extra energy into the car. So instead of depressing your accelerator pedal by, instead of 2 inches, you only have to depress it by 1 inch to get the same result. And that is what fuel cells do. So what I'd like you to do is look at www.tfuelcell.com. So, or you can write to us at info@tfuelcell.com, or, as I say, replace the info and just put www.tfuelcell.com, and that way you can see all about what I'm talking about. I don't have enough time on here to do that, because there's a lot of information to be passed out. I've just passed out a few bits and pieces. Thank you very much for listening.